counselor told me I wasn't university material and to give up. 10 years later, I saw her again. Have you ever had one sentence from a stranger replay in your head for a decade? When I was 17, I spent most mornings feeling like I was wading through wet concrete. My heart raced for no reason, and I couldn't focus on anything. I went to my high school guidance counselor, Mrs. Higgins, begging for help or a referral for my anxiety. She didn't look up from her coffee. She just sighed and told me that since my stepdad was a respected social worker, I clearly had a good home and was just being lazy. She didn't know that at home, I was a ghost. My stepdad ignored my existence, and my mom was too busy keeping him happy to notice I was drowning. When I told Mrs. Higgins I wanted to study psychology to help kids like me, she actually laughed. She told me I wasn't university material, and that I should look into trade school or a retail job. She said I had no business in a field that required real brains. I believed her. I spent my early 20s in dead-end jobs, paralyzed by her voice in my head. That voice kept me small until I hit 25. Something inside me snapped. I applied to a local college on a whim, just to see if she was right. I didn't just pass, I graduated with honors. Then I went to teacher's college. Then I got my master's in behavioral psychology, the very thing she said I was too lazy to understand. I didn't send her my diploma. I didn't post it on Facebook. I just built a life where her opinion didn't exist anymore. The real test came last month at my stepdad's visitation after he passed away. I was standing near the door when I saw a familiar, older face approaching. It was Mrs. Higgins. She looked at me, her eyes widening with a forced, sugary sweetness. "Oh, I remember you," she chirped. "I saw you in the local paper for your clinic's opening. I always knew my guidance would push you to succeed. I'm so proud of the work we did together." I looked her dead in the eyes. I didn't scream. I didn't tell her how many nights I cried because of her. I just gave her a polite, blank stare. "I'm so sorry," I said, my voice as cold as ice. "You must be confusing me with someone else." She blinked, stammering about my high school and my old house. I just tilted my head and smiled thinly. "No, I honestly don't remember you at all. You must not have made much of an impression." She deflated instantly. Her face turned a deep shade of red as she realized she had no place in my story. I walked away to greet a friend, feeling lighter than I had in 10 years. Anger would have given her power. Telling her off would have meant she mattered. But letting her know that she was completely irrelevant, a total blank in my memory, was the only revenge I ever needed. I'm not her failure. I'm my own greatest success. Have you ever had a teacher or mentor tell you that you weren't good enough, only for you to prove them completely wrong years later?